I think it's important that we talk about supplements. It's $1 billion industry. It's growing more and more every year, and it's not as tightly regulated as one would hope. In 1994, Congress enacted DSHEA, which essentially said that all supplements are considered food products and not drugs. So the FDA doesn't regulate them in the same way that they would regulate a drug. Essentially, what that did was it shifted the burden of proof for safety and efficacy over to the companies themselves and off of government bodies. So essentially, it's the honor system where a company can do certain tests or not do certain tests and say it's all good, and then it can hit the market. So there's a lot of different problems that can arise from that. One is unlabeled fillers. There was a study done at Guelph University where they tested 44 different products from 12 different stores, and they were chains like Target and GNC and things like that, and they found that 60% of them had DNA of ingredients that were not listed on the label. 20% of those were fillers that were not listed on the label. So an example of fillers would be rice powder or wheat, which is really dangerous for someone with celiac disease to be taking a supplement that has wheat in it. Another one of the problems that we've seen with supplements is heavy metals. That's been a particularly large problem with supplements that are coming from Asia. One of the other problems that we're seeing is that it can actually contain something completely different than what it's supposed to. There was an incident in 2008 where there was an herb called Stephania tetranda, and it looks a lot like this other herb, Astrolochia, and the company got them mixed up somehow, but the herb that they accidentally used caused renal failure, which is not okay. So all of these patients ended up being hospitalized with renal failure from taking this herb because the company just put the wrong one in. So it's really scary. And then the final one, it's not as scary, but it just is such a bummer that a lot of the times the ingredients that they're claiming, they're touting, and they're saying, oh, look, this is so great at this and that. They're only putting a really small amount of the active ingredient in, much less than you would need to actually create any type of change in your body. So just be really careful when you are buying supplements. Make sure it's a reputable brand. Go through a certified practitioner like myself, or a naturopath, or a doctor. Find brands that are only sold directly to the practitioner. Do not get things on Amazon. There is also a lot of things coming out in the media about fakes on Amazon, beauty products and supplements where the bottle looks the same, but inside it's something completely different. So just be really wary where you're getting it from. Make sure there's third-party testing, verification, preferably on their website. They would put third-party lab testing showing no heavy metals, no contaminants, clearly labeled fillers, things like that. So just want you guys to be safe when you're out there taking supplements, because they have some really incredible benefits to them, but you just have to be careful.